Hello, this is Jennifer Karpus with Tire Business, and I'm here with Congressman Wynn, and we're going to talk about his role in the tire industry. Hello.
How are you today?
Good. So looking back, can you tell me why you felt it was so important to put the 2007 Energy Act, which included the Tire Fuel Efficiency Consumer Information Program, into effect?
Well, at the time, I was sitting on the Energy and Commerce Committee, and Congress was concerned about how we address the question of energy policy, a major driving force for our economy. And in looking at it, we saw we needed to deal with fuel economy standards, but we also need to deal with what we call the low-hanging fruit, which was energy efficiency. And so the idea was the Tire Fuel Energy Efficiency Maintenance Program would educate consumers about how they could get greater fuel efficiency simply by proper maintenance of their tires, proper inflation, rotation, that sort of thing. So that was the idea behind it, that we would educate consumers so they could save money and save the country fuel.
Great. And how do you think that has shaped the industry and also future legislation after that?
Well, I think what it did was draw attention to the question of how can the industry provide more savings and more efficiency. And so now everybody's looking at the whole efficiency question and looking at, what can we do with tires? And sometimes you see commercials about new technology. So people are looking at new technologies, but they're also looking at low-tech issues about how do we maintain tires and how can we educate people to do some simple things that would work for them. So the industry plays a significant role in the education of consumers about tire maintenance. We've been working for the last few years with NHTSA on a program to provide the education that I've been describing. There's been a rating system developed, but it hasn't been perfected, which would rate tires on things like wet traction, durability, rolling resistance. And so we'd like to see that rating system come into being. We'd also like to see NHTSA come to grips with the idea of a partnership between the industry and government to educate consumers. Of course, that requires funding, so that's, in this climate, that's one of the challenges.
And how do you feel about being asked to come here tonight?
Well, I'm very honored. I'm very excited. It's been a pleasure working with the industry over a number of years. I've worked with Roy since I was back in the state legislature, and it's a real treat to get to come out here, tell folks a little bit about what's going on in Washington, perhaps some of the better things that are happening in Washington.
Well, great. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
This is Jennifer Karpus with Tire Business.